What fool thing is Johnny doing now? Well, here we go. Lee Hacklin, private investigator, in Psychiatric or Treat, Chapter 5. Every man gets dumped by a woman and vice versa. It's called life. Suck it up. But I love her. You love power, and she doesn't love you. That's good. I'll be around. You better hope that she doesn't slip on a banana peel, because if she does, I'll take it for granted that you're the one who put it in front of her. Are we in sync? What? Are we in agreement? He nodded. I can't walk. I helped him to his feet, flagged down a cab, piled him in, told him he needed professional help. He nodded, and away it went. 10 minutes later, I was in Lisa's living room, sitting on a couch across from her. We were drinking coffee and smoking. There are a few things that I miss about the 1970s, and that was one of them. I've never had a dull conversation with someone who smoked. Thank you for doing that. You didn't have to. Think nothing of it. You might want to file a police report. I'm not one to ask for favors, Dr. Bronsky, but I'm going to make this an exception. The killer is almost certainly a psychiatric patient. I know this is probably a dumb question, but did you provide NYPD with a list of Stan's patients? Silence. Then she shook her head. I understand. Code of ethics. Do you have such a list? She nodded. What am I going to do if Ross comes back? Do you own a gun? No, I hate them. The list, Dr. Bronsky. The silence this time felt much longer. I don't like feeling coerced. I'll leave right now if you want me to. Just say the words. Until then, I'm going to stay and appeal to your better nature. Okay, but you didn't get it from me. I could lose my license. I have a license too, Dr. Bronsky. I value mine just as much as you value yours. When she returned, she handed me a small notebook. I thanked her, opened it, and there was a list of names on the front page. I recognized one of them, Heinrich, not Franz, Werner. May I use your phone, please? Sure, it's right over there. I fished McEnroe's business card out of my wallet and called him. His secretary, executive assistant, put me through. Hello, Lee. Does the name Werner Heinrich mean anything to you? Sure, he's Franz's son. Dun dun dun. German style. Thanks. I hung up and called my close personal friend, Lieutenant Sam Mac Houston of NYPD. Hi, Sam, it's Lee Hacklin. Well, la-dee-da. Has anyone ever told you that your name sounds like a disease? What do you want, a lollipop? I want to know if a guy named Werner Heinrich has a record. Well, hell, Hacklin, sure. I've got nothing better to do. I'll just drop a lit match in my cold case files. Hang on, Candy Cane. I waited. Lisa was sobbing softly. Yeah, he's a bad one. Grew up in juvie. Went from kid criminal to adult criminal. 3 counts of assault and battery, 1 count of robbery, and 1 count of extortion. All charges were dropped. Oh, it says here his old man is a shrink. Thanks, Sam. Wait. I hung up. Lisa wiped her eyes and asked me, Is he the killer? I'd say the odds are better than 50-50. He needs help. That's up to him. Thanks for the coffee, Dr. Bronsky. Lisa. Lee. I gave her one of my business cards. You hear from old Ross again. You call me, okay? Sure. This is none of my business, but how is it that you went from someone in the medical profession to that guy? He was one of my patients. Sorry I asked, I wanted to say, but didn't. It's our first draft. Thanks for watching. Don't forget God loves you, and so does Johnny. Happy Wednesday.